Yo, yo, yo. What it do? How's everybody doing? This is the IVP with Dr. IBZ, the Imperfect Vent podcast. Sorry to turn up on you guys, but this is episode 137. I think it's episode 137. Is it? Yeah, it's 137. We out here. You already know. How's everybody's day going? How's everybody doing? I've been trying to adjust the camera quality and all that shit just to see. I'm just playing around with the camera quality, so let me know if it's a little bit better. I'm gonna get a new camera. I'm working on that, so bear with me. We're gonna get a new camera soon. Once we get the new camera, we're gonna have a new background, I guess. I don't know. I might get a green screen. I don't know if I want to do the green screen, but we'll see. Wagwan. You know, we're gonna get creative. We're gonna build a set. You know what I'm saying? Slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you gotta do, man. What those two little niggas said, yo? These two little niggas, fam, on Twitter, bro. These guys were trending on Twitter. These niggas couldn't read. These niggas were trying to read something. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Two niggas trying to read, and they're like, hey, man. I think they said something like, slow money ain't no... They said... Hold on, right here.
Come on, man.
Right here.
Like
slow motion.
Come on, man.
Slow motion, man.
Come on, man.
$400.
These niggas can't read.
Be win.
400.
Be weed. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Between. I ain't even tripping off all this, man.
Like, oh, so we ain't tripping.
Motion.
Slow motion better than no motion anyway. Like, what you talking about, dog? Like,
You know what I'm saying?
come on, man.
Slow motion better than no motion, nigga. What are you niggas talking about? Slow motion is better than no motion, dog. These niggas be out here trying to act like these niggas know how I go on, but these niggas don't know how I go on. Slow motion is better than no motion, my niggas. I'm telling y'all right now. So once we get the set, I'm going to be calling it IK Studios. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Something Studios. We're going to get creative with the name. Freaking IBZ Studios, BIZ Studios, like Biz Studios. Ooh. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Something. We'll figure it out. Anyways, how's everyone's week going? Everyone's weekend, you know, hopefully everyone had a good weekend, had a good week, and had a good day. If you're going grocery shopping out there, you know, hopefully you're doing it, you know, you're getting the right amount of things. Chicken is cheap right now. I don't know what happened, but these niggas went in the back, hollered at the chicken fairies, and said, hey, yo, these niggas ain't buying chicken. We got to drop the price and flood the gates, because the chicken we have right now on stock, we need to get rid of that because there's going to be a bunch more chicken coming through. And once that bunch of more chicken starts coming through, we're fucked. So we're going to have to tell y'all to lower the price a bit so that they can start buying the chicken. And they might think like, oh, we're lowering the prices. But no, nigga, we're just doing this for 2 weeks. There's always an inflection period. And I usually notice it at the end of the month. The end of the month, meat becomes a little bit more cheaper than the beginning of the month. So if you want to buy a shit ton of protein, buy that shit at the end of the month and freeze it. If at the beginning of the month you buy as you go, you know what I'm saying? You buy as you go. But if you want to stock up, either go to the butcher or you go when I go. I went today, so I go to the grocery store today. Meat is cheap. Meat is like $10. I got 2 chicken breasts and I got a nice big slab of steak. You know what I mean? So now I'm like, all right, we're chilling. We got that. We're ready to go. I got a bag of fries, and I'm like, all right, today we're gonna have chicken and fries, and we're gonna have steak and fries. That's what we're gonna eat. So the chicken and fries is for lunch. Steak and fries is for dinner, or I could do either or. Don't matter. And I already got 2 pieces of chicken cooked in the fridge. We Gucci. I'll eat that with soup. We're good. So I'm chilling. I'm like, yo, after I do the self-scan shit, and here's another thing that pisses me off. In Ontario, we got rid of plastic bags. I don't know why we did this, but we got rid of plastic bags. So in my head, I'm like, whatever. I have my bag. I'm pulling up, grab my shit, self-checkout, do my thing. I'm leaving and I'm like, hold on. I'm not going to put the chicken breast and the steak, I'm not going to put that raw dog in my bag. Because the juices and all that shit, who knows who sealed that? I don't know who the fuck sealed that shit in the back. I don't trust that nigga. So you never know, like, some of the juices could go and leak in my bag, and then now I gotta do laundry now. Like, I didn't want to do it. Because chicken juice, in case you guys didn't know, any type of animal byproduct, juices that go inside of your bag, that go on your clothing, that go anything like that, wash that bitch that day. The longer you keep it, you can create maggots, you can create all this nastiness, bacteria that you don't need. And we don't need that.
Dude, what the fuck?
So I'm like, all right, let me just go back to the produce aisle, because the produce aisle and the exit is like close. So I go to the produce aisle, I grab a couple bags, throw my shit, I grab an extra one, you know, just for my cat litter, you know, shout out to Tupac, you know what I mean?
Dude, what the fuck?
I meant shout out to Tupac. So I walk up to the area where people, like, if you buy like some food, and there's a Starbucks in the loblaws. So it's like a little area where people sit down and eat. If they cop something from Starbucks, they'll sit down, enjoy their coffee for a little bit, whatever. I go to one of the empty tables, put my bag there, start loading my bag, right? As I'm loading my bag, in the corner of my eye, I see like this, I see a dude wearing all black walking up to me. So he's walking up to me, and I look up, and I'm thinking, like, I was about to be like, no, sir, I don't have no change. But it would have been it. But the way he was dressed, you know what I'm saying? So I was about to be like, and he came from the exit. I was about to be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Like,
dude, what the fuck?
Like, yo, get away from me. So I look up, he goes, did you pay for that? I'm like, I am not trying to deal with this shit anymore, anymore. I go, yes, I did pay for it. He goes, you sure? I'm like, nigga, I just answered your question. Even if I'm lying, I'm in it to win it now. I'm not gonna fucking tell you anything else. He goes, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, go ask the lady, the self-checkout lady, because she helped me anyways, because when I had something that was 50% off, you know what I'm saying? So she helped me out with that discount. Go ask the lady. She's going to let you know that, hey, this nigga bought his shit. Leave him alone. So he goes, well, let me see your receipt. I go, no, you can't see my receipt. I'm not showing you my receipt. You can go kick a bag of rocks. I'm not showing you my receipt. You're not going to waste my time. You want to know you want to know if I'm stealing? You go ask the person that watched me self-checkout. 1. 2, you didn't hear anything in your radio about some guy with my description that's stealing. I already paid for my shit. Everyone's seen me pay for my shit. They seen me walk and grab the plastic bags. They see me walk out. Even though a lady's just seen me and she's casually staring and she didn't care. You come up to me trying to bother me, sir. So he goes, no, I just want to know. I'm like, bro, so then go to the lady. He goes, he's still, and then he's like looking at me all like high and weird and shit. Like he just smoked a spliff and just came back and thinking that like someone's stealing or something. I don't know what the fuck was going on in his head. So he's looking at me funny, and I'm looking at him, and I go, yo, leave me the fuck alone. And I walked out. And if he touched me, I would have snuffed him. Then it would have been a scuffle. Then they would have actually got security, police, everything. Then they would have learned that I actually paid for my shit and he was harassing me. Buddy, suing, lawsuit, loblaws. Y'all niggas got a lot of money. Y'all niggas got to understand. Your security guards, this is to all grocery stores. Because I find this at Metro, loblaws. I'm talking about Canadian grocery stores right now. These security guards, y'all don't get paid enough money to be harassing people that aren't doing anything. If no one is doing anything, you don't get no reports, you haven't seen someone physically steal anything, you should not harass that person. You shouldn't be following that person around the store. You should leave that person the fuck alone, is what I'm saying. But that's not how it is sometimes. These niggas just be like, I don't get it. I'm walking around, these niggas just
want peace. I want problems always.
That's how these guys are. And sometimes it's annoying. And I'm not going to say who, but there's a specific demographic all the fucking time. They got to stick up their ass. They think that they could just walk around thinking motherfuckers is stealing. Not everybody is stealing. And there's 50 different scenarios as to why I came from there, right? And now I'm coming back out. So what's wrong with you? Anyways, all I'm trying to say is that I'm not pulling out the race card. I'm not pulling out anything like that. I'm not doing that. But I'm just going to say this. Do not harass people that ain't doing nothing to you. You're going to catch a lawsuit. Especially if you're getting paid $17, $18 an hour. I know how much the fuck you're getting paid. You're not getting paid that much to pull up on motherfuckers and be like, did you pay for that? Yes, I did pay for it, motherfucker. You think I just walked out with this shit? How can I just carry all this shit and just walk out? And why wouldn't I just walk out the store with it in my hand and then worry about stuffing it later? Why wouldn't I just do that? Why would I thief something and then stay where I thiefed, right? Chill there and just load my bag as I'm there in front of the cameras, in front of everybody. Why would I do that? That's stupid. Who's that dumb to steal like that? It's either already in my fucking bag or I'm already out the store. What are you talking about? This guy doesn't even know how people steal. Maskin doesn't know how people steal. He's trying to fuck with me. Leave me alone. That's all I'm saying. So yeah. I just thought of grocery stores and that shit just happened to me, yo. This shit, yo, sometimes I try to calm down. I try to be peaceful, but that type of shit happens. And he had no justification for it. Absolutely zero justification for it. He just felt like, yeah, I'm just gonna fuck with this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck him. He's on the pack watch. Pack watch, brody. Pack watch. Holy man. Anybody that feels like it's okay to just automatically profile a motherfucker thinking that, oh, they're doing something wrong. They're doing something wrong. I get it. I'm a black guy. Walked into the store. I had sweatpants on. But you see that jacket right there? You see that jacket, that blue one? That's the jacket I was wearing. I wasn't wearing no bummy ass jacket, yo. Like I'll even show you guys the jacket, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna go too far with that. But it's not like I was wearing a bummy ass jacket. I was out here bummy and shit. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. That is disrespectful. Don't ever assume that I don't steal. Last thing I'm gonna do is fucking steal. Especially stealing food, my nigga. Stealing food and cat food, bro. Like, bro, I'll give away the cat before I start stealing cat food, man. I'll be like, yo, I can't afford this cat. I'll call people up and be like, hey, yo, I can't afford food for myself and food for this cat. Give me some money for the cat food. And then, you know what I'm saying? Niggas will give you enough for the cat food and enough for yourself because they'll feel bad. But, nigga, before I'll do that, I'll ask. Before I'll do that, I'll hop on my bike and do DoorDash. I already have the account. I'm not stealing out here for food, bro. Before I'll do that, I'll go to my mom's house, get food there. Or I ask my older bro, yo, bro, I can't afford groceries this month. All right, yo, here's $100. Here's $2, like something. I have people I can holler at just in case, bro. The last thing I'm gonna do is steal, bro. Who do you think I am, dog? Anyways, off of that. But yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. So, sick nigga of the week. We're gonna start it off. We already had pack watch going on. We're gonna go sick nigga of the week, yo. This guy's like, yo, if you could telepathically say something to all 7.8 billion people on Earth, and they could all hear you at once, what would you say? This guy's trying to start shit. He goes, you picked the correct religion. I am real, and this is proof of what you've been asking for. And then he's like, then I'd watch the whole world blow up. Buddy, you are a sick nigga. That's the sick nigga of the week, bro. Because just picture this. Everyone's chilling. And all at once you hear the religion that you're in is correct. And this is the answer you've been waiting for. Now, a lot of people already be like, I already knew that. So some people will already be like chill about it. There's a bunch of like the Abrahamic religions. I think once they hear that, they'll be like, oh, duh, I already knew that, right? But there's other religions that quote unquote religions that you wouldn't really want them motherfuckers hearing that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like there's like, okay, for instance, the satanic religion. You wouldn't want that, right? I'm not judging Scientology, but Scientology is a little bit, you know what I mean? But we're not going to get too much into it. But I'm just saying, imagine hearing that. Like, let's look up different types of religions. If you look it up, right? Right now. Different types of religions, right? And you're going to see that there's certain religions you would not want for them to be like, oh, yeah? Really? Okay? Right? Types of religions. So besides all the regular ones, right? Oh, hold on. Atheism. Apparently atheism is considered a religion because you don't believe in anything, right? That are weird. You know what I mean? So there's different type of religions that are kind of. So there's even parody religions and there's mock religions. So let's just get into that. Imagine a motherfucker just, yeah, okay, there's parody religion and mock religions, and some people are like, yo, this is just a joke, bro. It's not really that serious. Or even cults. Imagine a guy that started a cult. And he's like, yo, man, you guys heard the message, right? Yeah, we did. So I am the. Come on, that would literally cause a lot of shit. And there's a lot of cults that have ulterior motives where it's like we're gonna go out with a bang. We're gonna bomb this bank and we're gonna go with it. Like, you know, you never know. It could go left. He just wants to watch the world burn, and you are the sick nigga of the week for that. This is your soundbite.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Like, literally. I would be so cheesed, bro. Because the Abrahamic religions, Buddhism, everybody, they would hear, they already kind of hear that shit in their head already. Like, I already know my religion is the religion, right? But imagine, like, the people that had a little bit of doubt and their religion's a little bit one of those fucked up weird religions that, like, everyone's like, oh, you believe in that? Like, okay, Henry. I know you believe in that, Henry, but, like, a lot of us don't really believe in that shit right now. Like, I don't know what you're spitting there, Henry. That's a weird verse. I don't know where you got that verse from. That ain't from the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, the scriptures. Where is it from? Where could it be? Anyways, that's how it goes. By the way, if y'all hear a little bit of music and a little bit of whatever in the background, it's the guys upstairs. You know what I'm saying? They got a different type of fucking sound system upstairs, I guess. You know what I mean? Anyways, I doubt y'all gonna hear anything, but telling y'all from now. So that's the sick nigga of the week. For you to think that, like, if you were to think telepathically, what would you say to people? I'd be like, me telepathically, I would say, peace, be peaceful, love each other, and I don't know, like, oh, and pineapple goes on pizza. You know what I mean? Some shit like that. Like, I would have love, peace. Like, so I'd be like, yo, love, peace, put your family first, right? Mend relationships that can be mended. You go on to like a nice little spiel, like, for the soul, and then you add a little bit of fuckery at the end. That's how I would do it. You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh yeah, by the way, eating well done steaks is forbidden. and then nobody will order a fucking well done steak ever again. Some shit like that. That's if you listen to the previous pod. Like, I'm telling you guys, I do some shit like that because you gotta add a little bit of fuckery, your own little fuckery, your own little personality thing in there. But I'll try to promote as much peace and love as I can because there's a lot of shit going on, and if I could talk to everybody at once, I would try to put that forward, try to get as many people to be like, you know what? If you ain't fucking with this love and peace, we killing you. Something like that. I don't know, because some people are gonna fuck around. You gotta, like, you know what I'm saying? Didn't mean it like that, but you know. Anyways, so this is what we're gonna do. Oh yeah, fuck that guy. By the way, fuck that security guy. He felt like such a pussy when I told him to leave me alone. Anyways, so. Imagine this is like there's a lot of imaginary scenarios. You know, like in the world history. You ever be like, yo, I wish I was there just to see, not even like there, but just to see what happened, how people reacted, how are people in the background, you know what I mean? So like someone was like, yo, someone tweeted, I bet you any money Abraham Lincoln's hat flew off when he got assassinated, right? And someone was, and it said this tweet is now deleted. And in my head, it sparked something. I was like, yo, imagine just otherworldly events, and like just imagine the key moments that would make a nigga laugh, or some, even though it's a serious moment, but it'll make a nigga laugh. Like the first nigga that got shot with a bullet, and let's say a whole group of them, they had their bow and arrows, you know, they're running up on them, they're looking at them like they're food, they're about to hit, boom, they get shot. The nigga goes, yo, what the fuck was that? All you heard was a loud boom and he's hurt. And then four of his niggas just drop. And they don't know what the fuck's going on. Imagine the face of terror you must have had, like just the first person that's seen that. Or the first person to get hit with the bow and arrow. Niggas was doing slingshots, throwing rocks at each other, spears. One day you're just chilling. Let's say you're feeding your horse. Out of nowhere, boom! Now you have a spear coming out your body, and you don't know where the hell it came from. Imagine the amount of anxiety, the amount of fear you have, like all of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just when you think about life, like the first person to endure such a thing, and they didn't have a protocol for it yet. Like, it probably took hundreds of people to get hit by arrows to be like, hey, yo, when you get hit with the arrow, you break off the front, break off the back, and then you go get healed. Because if you take it out, some arrows are designed for when you take it out, it rips up your shit even more, the wound even more. Some arrows are designed that you're better off just leaving them in, right? Pause. So you leave that shit in, go to a medic, you get help, you can heal up easier. So imagine there's no protocol for that shit yet, and you get hit with one. Now you're just panicking because you don't know what the fuck to do. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. Maybe someone that got impaled with a spear would be like, I know what to do. You know what I mean? Or even better. How about the first person that walked up to motherfuckers and said, yo, guys, I found us some new food, right? So shrimp, everyone at first was like, ew, but, you know, they made it happen, right? So, and then they looked at lobster and crab, they're like, you know, whatever. Who was the first person to see mussels, clams, and oysters and be like, you know what? I want to eat that. Like, that is disgusting. So I bet you any money, like one day a guy's like looking for pearls and shit, scouring the ocean, right? He's looking for pearls, or he's maybe collecting rocks, whatever. He's collecting rocks, doing his thing. Sees one rock, it looks kind of weird. He presses on it. It's a little bit softer than most rocks. You know what I mean? He smashes it open with another rock, right? Just to test it. Oh, it opens. He looks inside. He smells it. Have you ever smelled inside of an oyster before? You know what I mean? Look at it, smells it. And goes, and eats it, and goes, yo, this is good. There's no way the person's like, oh, this is amazing. Then ate it, then went to the village, and said, "Hey, yo, guys, I found this new thing right here. Y'all like seafood, right? Here, try this." And there's no way that was an instant sell. There's no fucking way. I bet you any money he had to sit there and promote it and try to figure out ways to get people to eat it. He probably put it in soup. That's probably how clam chowder was made. He probably had to do a bunch of shit because they weren't. I don't think they were eating oysters raw in the beginning. No fucking way. There had to be a nigga that was eating ass and knew that you could eat oysters and ate an oyster raw. And was like, oh shit, you can eat these raw. But I think they were cooking them bitches. I'm not even. This is fake history. I'm not looking this shit up too. We're not fact checking. But imagine the first nigga to walk up like that, and then imagine he gave these people these oysters. Imagine and then one of the niggas has a shellfish allergy, or he's just allergic to oysters or whatever. Catches that shit, dies, and now niggas think that he brought a plague, and let's say 10 people are allergic to seafood, 10 people just drop and die, and then the whole village is thinking the village is cursed because this nigga brought some oysters. They banish the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is back in the day. People were paranoid as fuck. They banished the nigga, and then now the nigga's exiled over some fucking oysters. Or one of the people in the village were like, nah, we ain't eating that shit, yo. You know DeJounte eats ass. We ain't eating that. You know what I mean? Like this, like just being the first for anything besides like the good shit, but like this shit that make you be like, I don't know, like surgery. The first person to get surgery, like open heart surgery. Yo, the only way we can fix his heart, the only way we can fix it, there's nothing he can ingest. We gotta open up his chest, and we gotta cut this wire, cut this, cut that, not wire, but cut this vein, do this, do that, and then close it back, and then we'll fix him. Like niggas was thinking like, what? You're gonna do what to him? You're gonna open up his what? You're crazy. There's no way you're gonna do that. And look, there's no anesthetics. There's nothing you could take to just go to sleep while the niggas do it. So niggas are probably holding you down and you're screaming while they're doing like the surgery on you. Like, nah. You never want to be the first for anything. For anything. But like the first nigga to fucking, I don't know, to get an STD. Wouldn't that like there's no medicine for it, there's no procedure, there's no nothing. Sometimes being the first for shit would suck, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? Because not a lot of information out there. So it's like, oh man, being the first for this sucks, bro. Fuck that. I ain't trying to be like that, you know what I mean? Alright. So anyways, enough of that bullshit. Enough of that. But you know what I mean? Like so guess what? Jimmy Butler. This guy we got an NBA update. Jimmy Butler, he does not play that. He does not play that. Grant Williams thought he could talk in Jimmy Butler's face. He thought he could talk to Jimmy Butler, and so he shot a three, and he was hyping up. Then he's guarding Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler hit him with the fadeaway, went to his face, was like, what up? This is what Jimmy Butler said after they won the game. And here's the thing. When Jimmy Butler went up to the nigga's face to talk to him, to be like, what up? They were down by like 6.
And we got some stops. We won the game.
We'll see you in Miami, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think?
Well, listen, a lot of people are going to think it's over, but Boston's been a lot better on the road than they have at home. And remember last year's Eastern Conference Finals, the road team won 5 out of 7.
Yeah, but there's a lot of faith growing in there.
This guy's saying there's no way that they thought that was the answer. There's no way. No way. Jimmy Butler is not playing with you niggas. I'm telling you, dog. Jimmy Butler is Jimmy. This is Jimmy Butler. This is for Jimmy Butler right here. Right here.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Jimmy Butler is leaving the Celtics arena in flames. I'm telling you right now, he does not give a fuck about that. Like, he's going off. And honestly, good for him. Nothing y'all could do about it. Nothing y'all could do. And I hope I want Miami to make it to the finals and win. That's all I want. And then I want the Lakers to win, but I don't know what they're doing. LeBron hasn't been shooting properly in the fourth quarter. And then AD's Austin Reeves is the only one hooping. You have the white boy, the only one going like, yo, what are you niggas doing? This is the only time that I'd probably allow a white boy to be like, hey, yo, what are you niggas doing? What? You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, you niggas need a hoop. That should be Austin Reeves right now, bro. So, Jokic is saying, fuck you niggas, I'm murking shit. Jamal Murray's like, I am that nigga. Timothy Butler is him. He's like, you guys thought that was the answer? Grant Williams? Yo, y'all niggas thought he was gonna like, take it to the promised land? Fuck that. And guess what? Y'all gonna come back to Miami. I think it's 2 games in Miami, I think. So I think it was like 2 games in Boston. I think they won both. And 2 games in Miami, right? LA lost 2 games in where the fuck is Denver? So now they gotta play. Now Denver gotta play 2 games in LA, not with LA. LA needs to win these. I don't know how the game schedule is going, but all I'm saying is LA needs to win this game, the next game. I think it's tonight. They have to win tonight's game. I think they're going on right now. I think it's going on right now. I think we do a quick score update. Because there's no freaking way that these niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't hooping out here, dog. Okay? So, let's check the score quick. Hold on, I got it right now. Oh, the game just started. The game just started 4 minutes ago. So, we ain't got no updates, no nothing. We don't know how the game's going. But hopefully LeBron can do something, man. I'm rooting for LeBron, man. I want to see LeBron and Jimmy Butler finals. That will be sick. Celtics and the Lakers, yeah, we get it. Oh, rivalry. Oh, since the beginning of time, these guys have been doing. No one wants to see that, though. I mean, a lot of people would want to see that, but like for ratings and all that shit, right? Because it would be like the youngins versus LeBron. Oh, old school versus new school. Oh my God. But, nigga, I don't give a fuck about that. Jimmy Butler representing the East, and then whoever the fuck represents the West. I wanted it to be LeBron, but it's looking kind of sticky. Look kind of weird. Hopefully LeBron can get through that. You know what I'm saying? So, we got a bunch of other things to talk about. There's nothing really much going on with the NBA because there's only 4 teams left. So this is the only update I can give you. It's 2 up Miami and 2 up Denver. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm freaking saying? Speaking of freaking Timberland, bro. I never thought it would be him. Timberland and this AI shit, bro. He's fucking obsessed with it. So, Timberland was talking about how he wants to be the guy, the leader, to spearhead this whole AI movement, using AI as a tool to produce and all that. So, Young Guru calls him out. Young Guru is also a very famous producer. He produced for Jay-Z, a bunch of other people. He's not to be played with. You don't play with Young Guru. That's all I'm saying. So, the OG Young Guru has once again spoken out against music generated by artificial intelligence software. The producer took to Instagram story to respond to reports that Timberland wants to legitimize AI music featuring late legends. Guru wrote, Timberland, I love you, my brother. You know I do, but this ain't it. This is dangerous, and at a basic level, it's corny. I'll be on the other side of this. So, he says the Luddites. In case you don't know, Guru's reference to the Luddites is a secret radical organization from the 19th century formed by the English textile workers to dismantle the textile machinery. So what Young Guru is saying that I want to be the guy to infiltrate this shit and dismantle it because we cannot be having this in music. And I understand where Young Guru's coming from. It's gonna take away the essence out of music because if it's cheaper to just if I could just take people's voices, take Chat GPT, take all that shit, edit it out, tweak it, and just make my own music with that, and just release it, and just say it's me or whatever, and like, and there's not a way to like detect that it's AI, or there's not, and I don't say it's AI. I try to claim it as mine, like it, and then it's just, to me it's tacky, it's disgusting, it's nasty. The fact that you want, and he wants to take technology and use like late legends. That's what Timbaland's coming from. So since Biggie's gone, I'm gonna use his voice, his likeness, and since this track would be perfect if I could get a Biggie verse, I'm just gonna throw him on there. It's gonna get a sticky situation where in the future, let's say it becomes legitimized. Let's say now you're gonna have songs like, do you know how authentic it is when it's like, yo, Biggie actually did this song with so and so, or Pop Smoke made this song with so and so, or Pop Smoke always wanted to work with so and so, so they made a collab since he's dead, or whatever the case may be. That's more authentic. It sounds better than you grabbing the person that died's voice and making your own tune to it just because you feel like, oh yeah, I could do that, and you're trying to legitimize it. So I fuck with Young Guru. Young Guru, you know what? I don't fuck with what Timbaland's doing. Timbaland, bro, you're getting lazy with the production. And once these labels feel like they can just do that, then they don't need producers. All they have to do is just get a bunch of people that know how to use the AI, right? The AI software. And that's it. They sign an artist. Oh, you want to do a record with Biggie? All right, cool, boom. We don't even need you to listen to the beat. Ayo, just put your vocals in. Just say all these words and put your vocals in, and then don't worry, we'll make the song for you. Or not even that. They already tried doing it, creating an AI artist. Do you know how cheap it is to create an AI artist? You just use someone's voice and someone's likeness that will sign a contract that's down to do it, because there's gonna be a motherfucker that's gonna be down to do it, and then boom, you push that shit. They already had little versions of that, like Crazy Frog and all that other shit. I talked about this in another podcast, but they already had versions of that. But it would be like the Gorillas, but it would be a talented musician doing it. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be an AI created from a computer generating the music and generating the lyrics. Like that takes away the soul from music. Music has to have soul in it for you to fuck with it. Even no matter how tacky, how corny the music might be, it still has to have soul in it. Some type of soul, some type of bounce to make you feel it. You have to feel it. So I don't know, this AI shit, but I just know someone's gonna make some fire AI, and I know they're trying right now. But someone is gonna make some fire AI. It's gonna hit the billboard. They're gonna have to figure out a way to approve only certain AI. You can only do the AI like this, and you have to claim that it's you, and da 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 da. There's gonna be a way where this shit is gonna be so fire that you can't escape it. That you're gonna have to figure out. You're gonna have to create the rules right then and there, because people get with it or get lost. This technology is here to stay. People are gonna use AI to their advantage. And if you're gonna be that stubborn musician, you know them stubborn musicians that were like, no, I'm not using computer, we're still gonna use analog, they're gone. You know what I'm saying? Well, some of them are still around, but it's hard to find their music, it's hard to listen to their shit because they're like, oh, I'm not fucking with the digital. Where are they now? You know what I'm saying? So since we got new shit like AI, let's try to use it properly. But to take someone's that's already alive, their likeness, and to use create an AI new artist or some shit and try to create fire music from that. I wouldn't care as much as you using someone's likeness. That's all I have to say about that. So we got a bunch of other shit. You know, I'm AI'd out anyways. So a Singapore man got hanged for selling weed. And this was just a little highlight I wanted to say. Guys, in these Western countries that we're in, we love to complain about a lot of shit. But just look at this. The man was selling weed, probably trying to make money for his family, whatever. And the propaganda, the way that they stigmatize and look at weed as like such a deadly narcotic, like, yo, put your crosses out, yo, that's Satan's drug and all that, the devil's lettuce and all that type of shit. Even though science, people's experiences, all of the above has proved that marijuana is not as harmful as what people say it is. Yes, using it aggressively or using it all day, every day, whatever the case may be. Yes, there are some effects that may happen. Yes, when you reach your 30s or whatever, you might start shooting blanks or what they say, some shit like that. Whatever the case may be, there are some side effects, yes. But it's just like doing anything. You know what I mean? Now, like for instance, if you drink coffee every day, you drink like 2-3 cups of coffee every day. The moment you stop drinking coffee, you're gonna get a headache. Chances are you're gonna get, the one day you don't drink coffee, you're gonna get a headache. Because you drink 2-3 cups of coffee every fucking day. If you drink 1 cup, you're not gonna really get a headache. Because if you just drink that 1 cup just to wake up, then you'll be fine. Because I'm usually fine. But if for a month straight, all you did was drink coffee let's say for a month straight, and then a month later, you're like, all right, I'm done with the coffee, you're gonna have a headache until you have a cup of coffee. I know that because Ramadan, coffee drinkers, the first week, they have a nasty headache. Even like alcoholics that quit drinking like right before Ramadan, they get like the first week they're cranky and they have headaches and shit. Because they can't drink, right? So, and their body's used to drinking. So now your body's agitated that it's not getting what it usually gets, even though it's not really that good for you anyways. So we need to be appreciative of where we're at, and we need to stop complaining about the little bullshit that happens. I'm potted, so I'm gonna complain all I want. Fuck you, security guard. But we gotta, and at the end of the day, it's not that bad, right? He checked me for some shit. It's not that bad. This guy got hanged. I smoked weed on my way to the grocery store. This guy got hanged for it. So I can't really be here trying to complain, even though I did, but oh well. And happy birthday to Malcolm. Happy belated birthday to Malcolm X. I didn't know I keep forgetting Malcolm X is a Taurus, dog. You know what I'm saying? You already know. There's a lot of May birthdays out here, dog. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody born in May. You know what I'm saying? Round of applause. Shout out to my Tauruses. You already know. I think we got, there's a lot of famous Tauruses, now that I think about it. There's plenty of famous Tauruses. If we look them up quick. Right? Famous Tauruses. Nigga, we out here, dog. We got Adele. When's Adele born? But whatever. We got Adele. We got Gigi Hadid. We got Queen Elizabeth. I don't know when fucks with Queen Elizabeth, but we got the Queen, nigga. Robert Pattinson. Janet Jackson, my nigga. We got Jessica Alba, Channing Tatum, David Beckham, George Clooney, John Cena, Lizzo, Dwayne The Rock Johnson is a Taurus, nigga. Megan Fox, Cher, Stevie Wonder, all them, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really astrology, but I'm just looking at it like, goddamn, there's a lot of us. Jack Nicholson, Chris Brown. Chris Brown's a Taurus? Oh, shit, Chris Brown's a Taurus. Oh, that was something else. I think some of this is cap. Hold on, let's look up Chris Brown's birthday. Oh yeah, his birthday was recent. Yeah, he is a Taurus. Oh, say word. All right, so we make bang music. Stevie Wonder and Chris Brown. You got the legend of R&B and the king of R&B. You know what I'm saying? And you have the queen of R&B, Queen of Pop, Janet Jackson. You know what I'm saying? And the queen of current pop, Adele. You know what I mean, dog? We out here. Anyways, who else? Yeah. Penelope Cruz, Rosario Dawson, William fucking Shakespeare, dog, is a Taurus, nigga. Anyways, I don't care. But What I do care is people born on my birthday, May 15th. I know I didn't look this. May 15th birthdays, celebrities. I was like, yo, let's see who's born on May 15th. I don't know any of these niggas. Smoke Perp, okay. I don't know any of these niggas. Okay, Jasmine Brown, comedian, I know you. Ray Lewis is born May 15th. Hey, yo. That's killer. Emmett Smith. All right, man. Fuck it. I'm over it. I'm like so over it. Anyways, happy belated birthday to Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? So, speaking of like black people, black men, you know, Malcolm X, right? And Malcolm X will tell you this too. As a black man, you know, there's a lot of things that I don't do, that I don't not subscribe to, but I just say no to because I just know how it looks and how it's gonna end. You know what I mean? So, for instance, black hospital worker playing gunman during an active shooter drill, cuffed and held at gunpoint by police. Bro.
Dude, what the fuck?
Why? Okay. A psychiatric hospital worker in Michigan has filed a lawsuit alleging he was traumatized during a heroin active shooter drill in which cops, unaware he was just pretending to be an intruder, cuffed and held him at gunpoint. Run him his money. Brandon Woodruff, 32, a laborer at the state-run Hawthorne Center for Children in Northville Township, said his supervisor asked him to participate in the December 21st, 2022 drill, the Detroit Free Press reported. Now, he either lined them up because he knew something was gonna happen, so he lined them up so he could eventually file a lawsuit and get some money, or he's just that fucking stupid. Buddy, any active shooting drill as a black man, and they ask you, do you want to be the active shooter? Do you want to play as the active shooter? Do you know what you say? No. Sorry. Get another nigga to do that. Not this nigga. Not this guy. Why would you even try that? Why would you even think that that's a good idea? Like, you know what? I'm going to be a team player. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure that in order for me to get this raise, I'm going to be the active shooter. You're going to be the active gunman, bro? And who's doing these drills? Why don't you hire someone to do that? Instead, you get someone that already works there to act as the active gunman, bro. Why don't you hire people? And if you're going to do an active gunman drill, why don't you let the police know, hey, we're doing an active gunman drill here just in case. So when you guys pull up, he doesn't have a gun. Don't do anything. There should be protocols to this type of shit. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like, isn't there protocols? I don't know, man. Stupid. Everyone's like, bro, as a black man, I don't know. There's certain things you just say no to. You just say no to. Why would you even say yes to that? Why would you agree to that? For instance, as a black man, you're in a store, and let's say you're one of your boys who's not black, and they want to steal. As a black man, no, y'all can steal, but I'm going to leave the store and I'm going to stay over there. Because they're already looking at me. As there's certain things as a black person that you just stay away from. There's no point in going KKK rallies. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain things you don't do. Acting as the active gunman in a fucking active gunman drill is literally the last thing you want to be. I'll be victim number 1, 2 to 10. I'll be one of the security guards. I'll be officer number 5. I will be a cop before I am acting as the gunman, bro. Fuck that. Anyways, run him his money. Make sure y'all pay him. Okay? Because I do not understand why people are just so inherently like stupid thinking that I'm going to do this and nothing's going to happen. Nothing is going to happen if I just do this. So, we're going to talk about something else that, as a black man, right? So the other day, some bullshit happened, right? A nurse was working her ass off, went downstairs to cop a city bike. This is in New York. Went downstairs to cop a city bike. And then apparently she's trying to steal a city bike from a group of black men. Everyone's saying she's a Karen. She's racist. She shouldn't have done that. How could she? This, that, and the third. Well, guess what, my niggas and my niggerettes? Guess what? Guess what happened? It turns out she paid for that bike. And they were just fucking with her. They were harassing her. So, New York Post. Karen paid for city bike at center of viral fight with black man. The lawyer for a Manhattan hospital worker accused of taking a city bike from a young black man who claimed that he paid for the two-wheeler provided receipts that he says show she was the one who purchased the ride at the center of the viral incident. She was branded a Karen on social media. She rented the bike first. And he also provided 2 city bike receipts for May 12th, which were timestamped just minutes apart. The first receipt viewed by the Post shows the bike being taken out before it was relocked 1 minute later, which Marino said is the bike seen in the video. The second receipt shows another bike being taken out a minute later from the same docking station and was the bike Marino said his client used to get home after being heckled by and pressured to find a new bike by the group. So the group just wanted the bike and they probably just paid for it, or they just locked it and they're like, oh shit, no, we still need the bike. And probably just as they did it, she just paid for it. And then she took the bike and then these niggas were like, nah, I saw her bike, because they were probably just using it. They probably just harassed her, right? Now look how stupid we look. We didn't get all the evidence. We just watched the video. And since we're so hypersensitive to racial issues, we just looked at it. And instead of viewing it as this is just an isolated incident. Not everything is race. This just so happened to be a group of niggas got a bike, and at the same time that a lady got a bike. And this is a nurse. From what I know, nurses work their ass off. They work a lot. The last thing that she needs to do after being on her feet all day, knowing she has to bike home on top of that, because it's probably a faster commute than taking the subway home. She's like, I'd rather just bike home, park the city bike, and then walk, whatever. Trust me, I feel her. After all that, to deal with a bunch of niggas, fuck it, I don't care. Dealing with a bunch of niggas downstairs that are just gonna harass her and bother her and just be like, and just, I'm not even gonna play the video, but they're just gonna harass her and bother her and say, no, we bought the bike, da 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 da. When low key they actually didn't. Then the whole internet was caping for them, saying, this is you Karen. Oh, this is how you guys treat black people. Oh, this and that and the third. When in actuality, y'all were in the wrong. So, all I'm going to say is, sometimes it's better to get all the evidence. And it's not always going to be race. Just because there's two people of different skin tones arguing, getting into it, does not mean that it's racial. Don't get it twisted with all the social media shit. People keep thinking that it's a racial incident. That was just a coincidence. It could have been anyone downstairs. That lady, it could have been, was on some, I wish a motherfucker would try to take my bike that I just paid for. It could have been anybody. It could have been a group of Asian kids, could have been a group of white kids, anybody. Like, why do we just try to act like, oh, just because there's a group of black kids that we're going to be like, oh, it was racial, it was racist. And especially with me, with what I just talked about in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta learn critical thinking and independent thinking. We gotta stop looking at, if everyone's like, I bet you like 30 people were like, oh, this is racist, and then everyone's like, oh shit, yeah, I guess it is racist. No, it isn't. Just an isolated incident. Two people wanted something, and that's it. They're beefing over that two things that they wanted. When you add race and shit into it, now it makes it. Now you have people getting angry, like, oh, you see, this is why we can't even have a city bike. Da-da-da-da. Come on, man. You know what I mean? It's just when it's when we weaponize racism and weaponize shit like this, and then it turns out to be a false alarm. So then when the next serious issue comes up, motherfuckers are gonna be like, oh, let's get all the evidence now. You know what I mean? And that person could be suffering and going through it, and we don't believe that person because we want to gather all the evidence, because it literally goes in waves. At first, we believe everybody's. Jussie Smollett, we believe you. Figured out as a false alarm. Next person, fucking Meg Thee Stallion got shot. Oh, we don't have all the information. Da 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 da. Right? Figured out that we should have shut the fuck up. Right? Then now we're automatically believing everything. Oh no, we got to believe everything. And then now we're looking, it's a fucking false alarm. And then we're gonna go back to, oh, we need all the information. And then now we're gonna go, like literally, it's just like that. So it's crazy to me how it's better to just always get all the information. You can speculate, but just say you're speculating. I'm assuming, I'm speculating. Don't say that it's fact, and just be like, yo, I'm speculating, yo, I speculate a little bit into racism there, yo, it could be racism, I don't know. I'm not saying it is, but I'm just speculating. You could do some shit like that. But to automatically be like, no, she's racist, da da da. You don't even know the girl. You don't even know the lady. If I had a long fucking day at work, I went to go get a city bike, and it said, okay, purchase confirmed. And I grabbed the bike, and a group of people are harassing me for the bike that I just purchased, and I just want to fucking go home or get to work or whatever the case may be, I would be pissed off. You would call me a Karen too. I would not give a fuck. I'd go off too. Sometimes, yo, you gotta leave people alone, especially when people are just going to and from work, yo. Some people are just literally going to and from work and dealing with other shit that they gotta deal with that's personal. They don't even want to deal with other shit like a fucking bike. Here, you could have it, but just don't harass me for it, because I had a long fucking day. There's no other bikes to grab. Fuck this. I already paid for it. Like, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. There's no way I'm going to try to buy another bike. I'm not going to take the bus. I'm not going to walk. Fuck that. I already paid for it. I feel it. That's not fair. You know what I mean? It's not fair. I feel it, man. And then to be labeled as racist and shit online now she's labeled as racist and all this shit. And then, oh, man, that's just horrible. She got a lawyer, though. She's smart. She's like, yo, y'all trying to play with my name? I'm getting a lawyer. There's no way. And that's what I would do. I'd get a motherfucking lawyer. Because you're not going to play with my name like that. I'm not doing that. A lot of people think it's funny that you could just do shit like that, or you could just like play with someone's name like that. Anyways. I'm just letting you guys know that at the end of the day, we have to understand, gather the information, get all the information first. And also, when you see some shit going on online, like an article or something, and you feel like it's going to gaslight you, it's going to trigger you, whatever the case may be, just don't watch the video. You read the headline and you keep it pushing. If it becomes a nationwide issue, then watch the video. Then it's like, okay, because everyone's talking about, everyone's paying attention to this case, this issue. All right, let me check the evidence out, right? Let me see. And then you can have a better understanding of what's going on. But if it's not like that, it's not that serious. It's a fucking city bike. Oh, you can't have this city bike, nigga. It's a bike that anybody can get. It's a bike that's for the city. Like, come on, what are we doing here? Anyways. By the way, the Lakers are losing by 12. What are these niggas on? There's no way. There is no fucking way. I know it's only the first quarter, but first quarter is almost done and they're losing by 12. The Lakers, I don't know what they need to do, but y'all are home, bro. Y'all need to do something. So, this was one of those pods where, we got to keep it nice and short and sweet, you know, nice and light, nice and light, nice and nice, you know what I mean? I'm going to end it off on a good note, a positive note, a funny note. My dose of Ebes was, because I like to do a dose of Ebes every podcast, was make sure that you gather as much evidence as you can and try not to react the moment you see a video. Try to look at it and actually don't even watch the video. There's so many other shit you could be watching, you could be wasting your time with. Don't watch that shit. Don't watch it. There's no point. We know there's racists out there. We know that there's shit happening. You don't have to watch that shit on a daily basis to fuck your mind up so that when you go outside, the moment some shit happens to you, you automatically think that, oh, it's racism when it's not. It could just be an incident, an isolated incident between two people, right? And you got to know how to distinguish when it's racism or when someone's being discriminative, prejudiced towards you or whatever, or when it's just an isolated incident. Y'all just don't fucking like each other. I don't like you as a person. You don't like me as a person. I ain't fucking with you. You ain't fucking with me. Fuck you. Fuck you. You know, I get it. Anyways, we're going to end it on a positive note. All right? Don't react to people thinking that it might be something that's discriminatory when it might not be that way. Because then you're just going to get more mad and you might get so mad to the point where the other person's not going to give a fuck anymore. The other person's going to go on with their day like, haha, I bothered them, I don't care, and you're still going to be fuming. So you're better off just being like, haha, I bothered him, and you keep it moving. And that way you can live your life, and that person can deal with that energy and that stress. You know what I mean? And on that note,
they had a deaf kid in our town, and some kids beat him up one time for doing bad magic because he was always doing all of this, you know, the sign language. But, you know, he never pulled out a quarter, never pulled out a dove, and people beat his ass because they thought he was doing bad magic. They had a deaf kid in our town. Some kids beat him up one time for doing bad magic because he was always doing all of this, you know, the sign language. But, you know, he never pulled out a quarter, never pulled out a dove, and people beat his ass because they thought he was doing bad magic. They had a
you know what I'm saying? Guys, don't do bad magic. See what Theo Von said? Do not jump to conclusions, right? Or you might get your ass beat, or some shit might pop off. Just don't jump to conclusions, or don't be the one that's getting... People are jumping to conclusions on you. You know what I'm saying? Don't be the victim and don't be the suspect. Is basically what Theo Von's saying. Is basically what I'm saying. Stay away from everything and have critical thinking and think independently. You already know what to do. What it is. That was episode 137. Fucking stay tuned. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Peace. Love, blessings. You know, we out of here. We out of here. Let's do it. Let's play some air horns. Round of applause. Peace.